Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on the Highlands fishing DLC. Well, it's going to be an exciting episode today, hopefully. We've got quite a lot to do, some different stuff today, and it should be pretty good. A few things. The goat's milk is needs selling. That is actually starting to drop in price again. I was waiting because it said October was the best. After saying September would be the best, it then changed to October. But according to this now, where is it, goat's milk? It's now dropping, even though it says October is slightly higher than September. The price has actually decided to come down, so I do need to get them sold straight away. And I was thinking, in the sale there's a Land Rover which I could tow my trailer with. I could use my little flatbed trailer to tow behind this, and we could use that to sell some of the lighter stuff like the eggs and the goat's milk. So that's quite a good idea. I think we'll probably buy that in a second. But also, first thing I want to do, and this is a big one, is the tent, the fish breeding tent, is now empty. It's run out of fish. It's all gone over to the offshore fish farm, so we can now remove this. We can sell it. We'll get a little bit of money back for it. What are we going to get? 45,800. So we'll sell that. That's cleared this area up, and hopefully we'll be able to build an oil mill here now, and we can start processing our canola, which we've already harvested, and also this field here, which is a sunflower field. That is now ready to harvest, and they can go straight into the oil mill, which I'm hoping to build here. So let's have a look. Let's build. I know there's these windmills that will do oil, which would be a lot smaller and cheaper, but I would like to go for the proper oil mill this time. We use the mills quite often, so it would be nice for a change to go with a regular oil mill. So let's have a look to see how much that is. I think it's 200 and something thousand, if I remember correctly. If I can find it, there it is, 240,000. Okay, so it's not cheap. And yeah, the ground is very not level. So I need to place it somehow that it's not going to cause too much of an issue. I should probably save it first, actually. I make this mistake all the time. I don't save it often enough, and it would be a good idea to save the game before I place anything, just in case it goes horribly wrong. I need to go back and try again. So let's go back again, and let's try and get this right. So clearly the ground isn't level. Do I try and level it first though? That's the question. Or do I place it and then try and correct the ground around it? Also, which is the best way of placing this thing? So I don't want it to be too in the way of anything. I think it's better to have the tip point on that side, possibly. Okay, I'll go with that and just see what it looks like, and then I'll try and landscape the ground around it. Okay, so yeah, that's not perfect, but I think I can fix the ground. It shouldn't be an issue. Hopefully, we'll see. If we soften, soften the ground. That's the best one, I think, because then it makes it nice and gentle around it, rather than having a sheer cliff. I'm hoping that will bring it all so that it's workable, so that we can actually drive around this thing and tip in it and load it and stuff, load the pallets. Because obviously, yeah, it's never going to be perfect when it's not on level ground, because you're not supposed to build on on really uneven ground, but I think this is okay. It should be alright, I hope. It's certainly looking better than the fish tent did, which was levitating. At least we're not levitating now. Just trying to soften it a bit so it's not a sheer cliff around it. And then, yeah, when we harvest this field, which is right here, we can tip straight into the... in fact, we don't even need a trailer. We could just unload in with a combine straight into the mill, into the oil mill. But first of all, I want to put the canola in there because... yeah, the canola's already harvested and that's in the store, so we need to put that straight in and get that processing into oil. I'll leave it at that for now. That looks okay, so it could have been worse. So yeah, let's get the lorry. We'll drop the flatbed off, and we'll pick up our tipper body and get that on and go and move some of the canola around to the oil mill, get that processing. Oh, and also while I'm here, 62,000 in the bank. Wow, that used quite a bit of money. Okay, I didn't even think about the money. I should have looked at that first. But we can afford the Land Rover, and I would like to get it. Obviously, I can't afford to buy the other fish breeding tent at the moment, the base game one that's on the map already. But I will be buying that very soon, when the money is available, which will be quite soon actually, because we are coming up to the time of year when the price of things starts to improve a lot. and also we are selling the goat's milk today, so we should get some decent money coming in very, very soon. Let's get that loading, and while that loads, let's buy that Land Rover, because it's cheapish, and it will be good for towing the trailer, as long as it has a tow bar, of course. It does need a tow bar. Yes, it looks like it's got one. So I'll just go with the standard as it is, as it comes for now. I might change it later on, but that looks pretty good. So I'm going to buy that, 26,300, and now we can use that to pull our little trailer that we've got and load up the smaller, lighter products. Obviously not for the sawmill products and stuff, but for the small stuff like the eggs and the goat's milk, it'll be perfect. That's the plan. So yep, I'll continue moving these products now, and then we'll go and get that Land Rover and sell the goat's milk. Here we are at the dairy to sell the goat's milk, so we should get hopefully some decent money here. Let's see what we get. Okay, £52,000 plus £3,300 bonus. That's not too bad at all. So 90,900 in the bank. That's helping to recover the money that I've spent today. I've had quite an expensive start to the episode, but we should hopefully get that money back pretty quick. I'm hoping with some selling of more products over the next month or two. Now this Land Rover, I do remember this now. I used it once before in one of my other series. It's a bit weird. If you just drive it normally, like with your pedals, like I normally do, without using the cruise control, the top speed appears to be 21, 22 miles an hour, which is kind of pathetic. But it looks like if you put the cruise control on, as I've just done there, it just picks up very rapidly and will go all the way up to 74 miles an hour. So that is so weird. So it only wants to do full speed on cruise control. It doesn't let you go above 22-ish if you're just using the normal foot pedal controls, which is a bit weird, but never mind. At least you can get up to a higher speed if you want to. I was a bit concerned when I was driving back from the shop because I couldn't get it to go any faster. I was thinking, why is it not moving any quicker than this? And it turns out, yeah, it's just the cruise control for some reason. It only works on cruise control. Anyway, just one quick job for the trailer now. We'll just move these two bales out of the field. If it'll load them, yeah, they fit on the trailer just. So we'll just move these over to the goats feed trough. Not too far to go, it's literally just here, but it just gets them out of the field and into the area they need to be in. And then now we're back at the yard, we'll get on the combine and we'll make a start harvesting the we've got the sunflowers and the soybeans. Actually we need a sunflower header, don't we? A corn header to do that, which we don't have. Let's just unload them. Okay, I was hoping they'd go the other way, but never mind. Should have checked that. You can change the side. Yes, we've got the header to do the soybeans, so we can do them, but we can't do the sunflowers without a corn header, so that's something else I need to buy or lease. I could actually lease it because I've only got one field to do. I think I will lease it actually. There's not much point buying it for one field this year. I will buy one at some point, but as money is a little bit tight at the moment, I think it's probably sensible just to lease it, and especially as we've only got the small tiny field, it's not worth buying it yet. Okay, so I'll park this up in its garage here and switch that off. We won't need that again today probably, although the eggs will be sold very soon, in next month probably. Right, combine. Yeah, so I suppose I will start with the sunflowers because then they can go straight into the mill and start processing, whereas there's not as much rush to get the soybeans harvested because they won't be sold until June. The only downside is, of course, it does mean a little bit of a drive with the combine at 18 miles an hour, 18, 19 miles an hour, down to the shop. to go and pick up the corn header, which I will just release now. There's not one in the sale. Where are we? Corn headers. I'll go with a folding one. That one will do. It's not a big field, so we'll lease that for 3,300. And oops, I forgot. Yeah, I'm still driving. I'm always doing this. I get a bit carried away when I'm off in the shop screens and stuff, and I forget that my combine is actually still moving, and of course it ends up somewhere it shouldn't be. Anyway, yeah, let's get down to the shop, pick up that corn header, and we'll make a start on getting that sunflower field harvested. So I've got the combine on a helper at the moment, because it's going to be quite a little bit of a slow job with the small header it's got on it, so I'll just leave that to get on with its thing and get it finished. And I've just jumped on the sprayer now, because I noticed a couple of fields that needed the weed spraying off this one, and there is another one I believe it's 24. Let's just double check that. Oh, yeah, so just done 22, and 24 also needs the weed spraying, and then that'll be all the spraying done for today. So I'll get on and get that field finished with the spraying, and by that time the combine will probably need unloading, or it might even be close to needing unloading now, but we don't really need to use the lorry, because we could just drive it over to the mill, which is in the same field, so it makes it a lot easier, although I might take the lorry to the combine. Let's just check how full it is. 39%, not that full, but I will, as I'm here, I might as well just unload it now, and then it won't need doing again. And then we'll head over to field 24 with the sprayer and get that one sprayed. Hopefully I can get it unloaded before it reaches the end of this run. Spin round without trying to drive in the crop, hopefully. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to get it unloaded in time, am I? But yeah, I'll get it unloaded now, and then it shouldn't need unloading again for quite a while. It's not filling very quickly, and it's not a very big field anyway, so it shouldn't need too much. And I'll tip this straight into the mill, actually. The oil mill is right there, so I'll just go and tip this straight away and get that activated. In fact, I'll activate it now. Where are we? Oil mill, sunflower oil, activate, and then I'll go and tip these first almost 5,000 litres there into the mill. So the combine's finished the sunflower harvest, so we can get this unloaded, and that'll be everything for the oil mill from the sunflowers. It's not going to be a huge amount, but it's better than nothing. So we'll just get this unloading, and I can return the corn header because that's not going to be needed anymore. It's just that one field that we had to do with it. That's everything. So we'll just unload straight into this pit here. There we go. So how many litres in total did we get of sunflowers? I don't think it was much, but let's have a look. So we've already used some, but 13,300, probably just under 14,000 in total, I would say. It has already processed a few of them. So not amazing, but it was better than nothing. So yeah, now we can return the header because we don't need that again. I'll just double check to make sure we don't need it again. I'm pretty sure we don't, but it would be annoying if I return it and then we find out there was another field that needed harvesting, but no, not that I own. That's soybeans and that's grass, so no. That can be returned then, so we'll go to vehicles and return that. So it cost quite a bit to harvest that field in the end because it was only one small field, but it was still worth it. I think we'll profit out of that, definitely. Anyway, now onto the soybean field. Not going to get that finished there, I don't think, but we will make a start. I'll go and pick up my main header, my usual header, and we'll get started on the soybean harvest. Made some good progress there with this harvest. We've got about just under half the field done, maybe. All the headlands and yeah, that side of the field is all done, so we'll continue with this obviously next time, but that'll probably do for today, and yeah, we'll, like I say, we'll get on with this again next time and get this finished. But it's not taking too long. The header's a reasonable width and it does 7 miles an hour, which is faster than a standard combine, which I like. It does make a difference, like 1 mile an hour. 1 mile an hour difference really does change how long it takes to do a harvest over the 6 that they normally do. So yeah, I'm pleased with that, and it's quite a good combine this really. It does get the job done in a reasonable amount of time. So yeah, we'll just get it unloaded and we'll leave it there for today, and then obviously yeah, we'll get this field finished, which will be the final field I think. Let's just check. I think it is the last field to harvest that I own. unless I find another field to buy, but it's not looking likely with the amount of money I've got in the bank. I don't think I'll be able to afford one this year, but maybe next year I'll get another one. 25 would be a good one to get. It's quite a decent sized field. Anyway, it's all unloaded now, so we will leave it there and continue again in the next episode. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.